Hi everyone, my name is Satish and I'm the project manager for CreatorSuite. First of all, thank you all for watching our how-to series. Please do like, subscribe and follow us on all our other social media pages for more exclusive content. Alright, so today it will be a continuation of the previous video where we see how we can build a custom dashboard in CreatorSuite. And last example, I showed how we can build a custom surveillance dashboard. And then I taught you how to create custom widgets in Surf. So let's continue the same example. And today we will be starting by creating the rule chain, which is the building block of the dashboards in CSF. So for us to, in order to actually create a workflow, we will need a rule chain. So it starts with the rule chain and then we specify the inputs and then you create your dashboard. So without further ado, let's start with the rule chain. Today we will actually see the rule chain for the surveillance dashboard. This rule chain is actually quite a complex rule chain. It requires two different models. One is to detect face and mask. Another is to detect and classify gender. Okay, so I've split up this rule chain in basically three different sections, where the first section will be to actually run the mask and also face detection. The second section is to run the gender classification. The third one is to actually save the result in a database. Okay, so for today's video we will go through the full rule chain creation, and in the next video, the final part of this series of three videos, the final part will basically tell you how to actually assemble the dashboard, and actually we can test out the dashboard and also teach you how to actually run RTSP input as an input for your dashboard. Okay, so I've explained in detail what is RTSP in the first video. If you have not yet watched the first video, kindly do watch that as well. Okay, so let's start with the rule chain. So as you can see, I'm already logged in into Surf. So the example we'll be following today is it's the pedestrian walkway surveillance. It's in the documentation. You can click telemetry under examples, telemetry, and you can see it. Okay, so for the models are also linked here. The GitHub repo is linked here, so you can download and extract the models yourself, right? And do upload the models in a Netron. This is the steps that we have done before already, so I'm not going to share how to do this, but just upload the models in Netron and get the model properties so that we can start with creating our rule chain. Okay, so as you can see, this will be the final rule chain, which I have actually divided in three different sections for us to easily understand what's going on, right? Okay, so let's start with the rule chain. Okay, the first section should look like this. Okay, so let's go to Surf, add a new rule chain, create a new rule chain. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's open up. Let's open up. My PC is acting a bit, but that's okay. So as always, first input profile. This is pretty standard for any workflow. And then message type switch. Okay. Then we connect. This should be a success ratio. Okay, so now we have done the basics, right? So first it's always the first step for any image detection or classification. I mean, any face detection or classification here is to actually have a node to convert the images to arrays, right? So we will add the image to array node. This is similar to our face detection example. So you can add the image to array node. Okay, name image to array. Okay, so the input is image. So the output, you can get output. The output is the input to your model. So let's go to the back to our model. So the model we'll be using for this part is the YOLO fastest model, which is the model for face detection and also mask detection. And the input, as you can see, is images. So let's copy that and paste it here. Right. And we will need to do some normalization here. So choose scale 0, 1 and click add. Let's connect this. Connection will be post telemetry. This standard as always. Okay, so the next part will be to add the model, right? So to add the model, um, let's create the model node. Okay, so name, it can be anything, face and mask detector. Okay, the resources, it's YOLO fastest. Okay, so for the resources, right, once you have access to our GitHub and download the model, you have to upload it in the resources library, okay, for you to use it here. Okay, so the input is images we just saw, right? Output, let's go back to the Netron classes, YOLO 1 and YOLO 2. Classes, YOLO 1 and YOLO 2. YOLO 1, YOLO 2. Okay, as I said that, our model node is done. Let's connect that. Connect. Oops. Success. So the next node will be a processing node, which is a post-processing node. Let's go ahead and get the post-process. I mean the script node. Script node in. Post-processing script. Script. Okay, where do you get the script? Go ahead to our example. All right, this is the script. We can copy. Go back to the root chain. Paste and add. Okay, next connect it. Done. Okay, so we have our first part uh, of our routine done. Let's go ahead and verify that. Right. Okay, this is correct. So now let's go to the stage 2. So stage 2 should look like this. And let's start with the nodes. So the first stage will be to add image to array. Okay, so again it's the same repeat as before, right? And we will be adding the image to array node after the first model processing is done already. So now basically we are going to process um, the images that have already been detected, face and mask detected already. Now we are gonna know what is the gender. Okay, so let's go ahead and name it again. So what does this do? It's basically a image to array of the cropped faces, right? So now we already have the images of the faces, right? We have already detected that. Now we need to know if it's a male or female. So again, the input is an image. So the output. So this image input comes from uh, the 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 post processing script. Okay. So now we need to know the input of the model. So let's go ahead to the Netron app, and you can see the input is known as input. Okay, but if you can see our example here, the next step is actually to add a pre-processing script. Then it's a model, then it's a script, right? So for this part, there's actually 4 nodes. So we need to know the input of our pre-processing script, right? So the input of pre-processing script, you can find it here, and it's called data. Okay, so it's called data. Data will be the input of our pre-processing script. So you have to be careful here. All right, make sure it's correct, and everything else should be standard. Let's add it in. Okay, so let's connect that. So here it's a bit tricky, right? Because normally once image to array is done, it goes to the model, right? But this time there's another extra step of actually pre-processing the cropped images. So let's click add. Now let's add the script node. Okay, script node in. This is the pre-processing script. Let's copy that. Oopsie. Okay. Let me name it pre-processing of the cropped images. Okay. So let's connect that. Boom. Success. Right, done. Nice. So now we can go ahead and add the model. Oops. Now we add the model node in. Okay, so now we need to know what are the input and outputs, and go ahead and go to gender, Google Net, Netron. You can see the input and output of the uh, of the model. So let's copy the input, and then let's go back. Okay, so the input, output is this loss tree underscore y. Make sure again um, it's case sensitive. So choose the model. It's gender GoogleNet, which I just uploaded. Name gender classified. Let's add that. Done. So now what we have left is the post processing script. Let me add that. Okay, it's a success, and then let's add that in. So next will be to add a script node. This will be a post-processing script. Right. Oh, sorry. So I forgot to add the script. So let's go back. So go back to our tutorial. Head down. After the model, you have the post-processing script. Okay. Let's copy, paste it, add that in. So it looks correct. Okay. Let me verify that again. Okay, looks correct. Let's connect that and choose success and done. So let's go ahead and re-verify our stage 2 completion of the root chain. So here's our stage 2, right? So it has an image to array, script, model, and script. It looks correct, right? So now we'll go to the final stage of the of the rule chain, which is stage 3. So this stage is actually responsible for saving the data into the database. Okay, so this stage is a bit complex. We have 6 different nodes, and we will start adding the last stage. Okay, so as we saw, the first node will be actually a script node. This script node is actually uh, taking the result and sending it to database. Okay, so script node again. Let's take this and put it here. Send to database. That's right. So basically, this script should actually send to database. Yes. So let's copy the script node for send to database. Add it in. Connect it up. Okay. Success. Okay. So now we need to save the data into a table, right? Into a custom table. So how do you do that? You add a save to custom table node. So let's put that in. Okay. So the name will be save to database. Okay. So custom table name. For this custom table name, we are going to use PWF 0. Okay. This is based on the script. Okay. And this column names, again, make sure you case sensitive, right? Make sure it's all correct. So now this message field is mask data 01, column name mask underscore data. Okay, let's add that in. Gender data 01, gender underscore data for column name, and then we have person data 01, person underscore data, and then we have alert data 01, and then we have alert underscore data for the column name. So if you're using your own tables, right, your own database, this shouldn't be a problem. You can use your own fields. But we have already set up this, so I have to make sure that that the table column and table message field names are all correct. Okay. So let's add that into the into the rule chain, and connect it. Let's connect that. Oops. Success. Okay. So if you see the previous script node, right, as you can see, it is sending the data into these fields. So that is why the fields have to be correct, and it's case sensitive. So if the fields are wrong, this data will not enter to the correct fields. So you have to make sure that that either you change the script node, right, or you make sure both of them match. Okay. So let me exit here. So after the save to custom table node, right, what we do is we need to actually read from custom table. So again, it's the uh, same method. Just find the read to custom table node. So we have the read from custom table node. Put it in here. Okay, let's read from database. Right, table name PWS 0. Okay, it's the same table as before. So client attribute mask underscore data, gender underscore data, person underscore data, alert underscore data. So once we have added the client attributes, right? So we need to add a condition. So let's add a filter condition. Add key filter. Okay, the type attribute name can be anything. Put data, and value type is a string. Okay, and then let's add the filter. Click add equal, right? And ignore underscore this. Okay, so this is going to ignore. Let's click add data equals ignore this and click save. So, let me save this. Yep. So let's add that in. Okay, link it. Success. Add that in. So next will be the script node, right? So script node to actually pass the given data. So for us to pass the given data, we will need to add a script node and a passing script. So passing. Let's go ahead and copy the script. This is the one. So this is a script. Okay. Let's paste it in and click add. Okay. So now we've added the passing script, right? So next will be to actually add, and move the tool chain here. So now it's actually to add the draw bounding box node. Okay, so click add. That's bounding box, right? Draw bounding box. Add the draw bounding box node. So name draw. Okay, impose an image, output a bounding box, and so let's give it some labels. No mask. No mask is a red color, and then let's add another one. Mask is a line color. Okay, so This is to actually give two different colors to the bounding box. Let's add that. Okay, and finally we are done with stage 3. Okay, so we will connect this together. Success. Right? And then the final one will be to add the save time series node. Okay, this can be saved to DB. Let's connect this. Oops. So let's connect this to the DB and connect this to the DB as well. Okay, so seems to be okay. Let's go ahead and refer back to our routine. First, the script shift to custom table, then from the save it reads from the custom table, and then there's a passing and to draw the bounding box, and then you save it to the database. So goes to the script, sends to the database, reads from the database, pass it, and then draws a BB bounding box and sends it to the database. Okay, seems to be fine. Let's apply the changes. Okay, let me full size this. I want to look back the whole chain. Yep, seems okay. So now we have finally successfully created the rule chain for the example. So on the next video, we will see how we can actually use the rule chain to add inputs and then create the dashboard using the widgets that we have created on part 1. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys on part 3, the final part, where we finish this example and run the example by using pictures, and also I'll share how to use RTSP videos as an input in this exact same workflow, so that you understand how easy it is to actually switch input types in Surf and actually run a successful workflow quite easily. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you all for watching again. I'll catch you guys on the next part, final part, part 3. That's all. Bye bye.